Hello every pony, Dale over here. Warning, this video will contain my artwork and my personally opinion about stuff that's going to happen into the future of My Little Pony. This is just fan theory, nothing else, so if you don't like stuff like that, click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I have actually been looking at this old artwork that I did, and I've been thinking a little about, like, there's one of my followers that has this theory about like the Pony of Shadows coming back. But I think yeah, Stygian or yeah is over all of that, and he is not going to become the Pony of Shadows no more. What I think is going to happen is what I said in last episode, Starlight Glimmer is going to get the bell and make the rainbow of light or something in those lines. And that's how it's all going to add up with things. But the reason why I have been looking at this artwork and like been thinking a lot is because I really think this has some potential to happen into the future, because like Starlight needs a pupil, or how to say that, and I know like she just came into her stuff with being the counselor for the whole school, but we need to have somebody take up the mantle for her as well. We already have for Twilight and the other main six, we have the young main six. So it could be interesting if they chose Stygian here to become Starlight's pupil. And I think Starlight and Stygian both have the possibilities of going or reverting back to evil. Now, I'm not saying like the Stygian is going to become the Pony of Shadows. I'm just saying like there's potential for like them to go into their old ways, or how to say that, and we could have amazing episodes with like the young main six becoming the seven deadly sins with Stygian, or with Starlight Glimmer, or like with some pony else that have been like up in the show, or how to say that. I don't know. I don't feel like they're going to go that way, but I just recently looked at this artwork and I was just like, yeah, I would actually like to have a map episode where these two were called to figure out something that was going on, or I would like to have future episodes where there's more talk about the pillars and the young main six and stuff like that. We have already seen who is going to take up the mantle for Fluttershy. So I think like what's going to happen into the future is like the young main six are going to show their potential to take up the mantle for the main six, or how to say that, or and the pillars. For example, we already have Silverstream that is going to take up Fluttershy's place. And I know like what you all are saying with like, oh no, she's not going to be the element of kindness. I think like she's going to be a mixture of kindness and generosity, but I'm not sure if like the show is going to go that way. That could also be a really interesting thing if like they make it so the new elements have to be a mixture of the main six and the young main six, and then this with my artwork could happen because like Starlight doesn't have a young main six yet to bond with, unless we count Cozy Glow, but she was more like Twilight's pupil, or like underling, or how to say that. But that could actually be a really interesting thing to have her come back and revert back, and like Starlight have to take in some pony that is have been bad before. Like that's also why I took Stygian, because like they have been through almost the same things, and I feel like there's more potential with these two than with Cozy Glow and Starlight. But maybe I'm wrong, and they're going to make it so it's Cozy Glow instead that's taking up and becoming the yeah, a new pupil of Starlight. But I want to know what you guys think about like all of these ideas that I have with like the mantles being taken up by the young main six, and we already know their items also, so yeah, that's a great thing. I don't know if the last item, the bell that's going to be Grogar's bell, of course, like, so there are seven, um, like, I want to say seven deadly sins, but they're the seven complete elements, or how to say that, the seven um, things that there are. So yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense for you guys, but maybe I will have a future episode or a future video where I'm talking about like the main seven ones. But I think like the opposite of the deadly sins is what they are right now. So yeah, I don't know what that's called, but I will put a link to it in the description down below so you all know what I'm talking about. But it could be really interesting if they have a map episode where like the young main six are being taken out with the element that they're going to take the mantle for, or overtake, or like help. As I said, like, I think the future of the My Little Pony elements are a mixture. So for example, we have like Silverstream, that was kindness and generosity, and we have like a Sandbar that can be loyalty and generosity as well, or something in those lines. Like, all of the mixtures around is a possibility, so like all of them could have something to do with magic. I think like magic is a big enough element to be scattered around to all of the young main six, but that's also just a idea. So it's like magic and generosity, magic and loyalty, magic and so on, blah blah blah. But yeah, I'm getting way ahead of myself and like blabbering on here with all of my ideas. But I think a mixture of the cutie marks could also be a potential, and that's also why I wanted to talk a little bit about Starlight Glimmer here, because like she has the ability to change cutie marks. I know like the only one that has a cutie mark is Sandbar, but the cutie map had the potential to call Spike that doesn't have a cutie mark, so I'm thinking way outside of the box. What if like you have a mark per se, but it's just like it's not a cutie mark, it's like what defines your character, or how to say that, that's what like within yourself. And when you're switching that, you almost switch personalities, or you get a mixture of both or something. Because I see in the future like the map is going to call the young main six, or we're going to have a Starlight and Stygian episode. I would love to have that. Or we are going to actually I would love to have princess episode where the young main six is also involved, or where the main six have to be like something happened to them, and now the young main six have to take care of everything. And like we have a episode where Celestia and Luna can also do stuff for the young main six, but I don't know if that's too much, or if like that would be a good thing, or how to say that. So yeah, I'm just rambling on with all of my ideas, so I hope that you guys enjoyed. And like on the right is me with my OC that is going to maybe come soon. And like on the right, or how to say that, is Starlight Glimmer and Stygian, and a mirror, or something in the background with like the two cutie marks. And like I think like that's just beautiful. I want so bad to have a episode where we actually get to see. I don't know if Stygian actually has a cutie mark. I forgot. But it could be interesting if like his cutie mark could be switched with some of the others. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And that's actually all. Yeah, okay, bye.